You guys do realize that anything can really happen in Injustice 3, right? Like I'm talking like gameplay, I'm talking character, story, like anything can really happen. I know there are maybe some things you might want to, keep staple considering the continuity going from 1 and 2 and 3, but at the end of the day, anything can happen.
Take it one step at a time.
And let me explain myself. I made a video the other day doing a tier list for Injustice 2, the roster, and predicting who I would stay for Injustice 3, who stays, who goes. And I made this video. As you see, I have the top list here, they will make it. These are characters that I believe are guaranteed to make it no matter what. And then likely, probably not, and then not a chance. Now, I have some characters in this higher list, like I have Gorilla Grodd, for an example, and he died in Injustice 2. And don't worry, the comments, you guys did not let up. You did not let me forget what happened in the story. This wasn't the only one, wait, wasn't Gorilla Grodd killed by Aquaman? There are some characters that shouldn't appear in Injustice 3 simply because they were killed in one of the previous games. Grodd actually got murdered by Aquaman. I think he's not gonna return. You do know Gorilla Grodd is dead, right? Oh my, yes, I know Gorilla Grodd is dead. What you guys seem to not understand or seem to not remember is Injustice and the whole DC universe is a multiverse. And that was my main argument for all of these comments, whether it be Gorilla Grodd or Shazam. And, first of all, this is mostly a wish list, right? Like, this is mostly me, who I do believe will make it, but also I'm a little bit optimistic. So, like, I think that certain characters will return. I'm an optimist, sue me. Just more or less just a wish list anyways. And secondly, come on guys, if you're a DC fan in any way, shape, or form, like myself, you can see here, big DC fan. These are all heroes and video games and whatnot. Big DC fan. And even Marvel and superheroes in general, we know it's a multiverse, okay? Joker died in 1, gets returned in 2. Joker, okay? So Shazam and Gorilla Grodd and any of these characters returning, I don't think is too far-fetched, especially if they're fan-demanded, if they're fan favorites and people want to, bring them back, whether they be on the base roster or DLC in general. Once you go into the DLC realm, it doesn't matter who or what they are because they're DLC. They can be whatever and whoever, and they're just like, oh, they're not canonically part of the story, but they're DLC now, here you go. And even if they were part of the story, again, who cares? It's multiverse. If you guys remember in Injustice 2, the Towers of Time, or like, the towers you had to go to like just fight 10 people in a row or whatever, those were all just multiverses. Every world you went to was a multiverse. Like, that's where you fought different versions of the characters, and that's where they kind of like made a lot of the story kind of intertwine with the other worlds and the other multiverses and whatever. That's just how DC works. So like that's what I just have in my head when I'm making one of these videos, and I'm like, oh yeah, like none of what's happened previously matters. Like it really doesn't. Like they could make Injustice 3 not even follow the OG story. They could have this is a whole new universe, guys. The Injustice universe is still happening over here, but now we're going to start the story over here and maybe do a little bit of a crossover with the story that you know and love beforehand, but this is a whole new world. A whole new world. You see what I'm saying? Like, they could literally just do any world, any verse, anything that they want with these characters. Oh, in the world that Gorilla Grodd died. But in the world that you're playing now, Gorilla Grodd and Aquaman are actually best friends. Like, literally anything can happen. So to take a world like, Marvel or DC, and honestly, even now, Mortal Kombat, I didn't like the decision, but they introduced the multiverse. So now anything can happen. No character really stays dead. And personally, I hate that trope. Don't get me wrong. I agree with you. I hate that trope that, like, a character's death, no matter how important they are, doesn't really matter in a multiverse because they're still alive in the millions and billions and trillions of other universes that exist within that world. If the main character Batman dies, Superman dies, it doesn't matter. There's still billions of other Batmans. There's other Supermans out there. So it doesn't really matter if the Superman you know and love died because they're still out there. And again, I hate that trope too. I'm not a fan. I would rather not. I would rather have characters' deaths and lives and decisions matter compared to like, oh, they died. Oh, it doesn't matter. Here's a new Batman. Like, Joker's death didn't really matter. He's back. Shazam's death probably couldn't matter either. They could just bring him back in some way, shape, or form. And yeah, he's a different Shazam, or they're a different Gorilla Grodd from this universe, sure, but they're still that character. Like, as DC fans, as superhero fans, let's say I love Aquaman, right? So, but I also love Flashpoint's Aquaman. Like, they're different Aquamans in the comics and like the TV shows or whatever. but I love the way that they, you know, envisioned Aquaman for Flashpoint. So, you know, you give me all these different versions of Aquaman. I love them all. You know, this one dies. That's cool. That's his story. But now I have this Aquaman, and in his story, this happened. That's cool to me too. So, the Injustice is DC. I don't know how else to like word this or explain this, but like they're DC. So when they're making a story, and they have 1 and 2, and then a creator named Onestep comes out and makes a video of who he wants to return for Injustice 3 and says, Gorilla Grodd is very likely to return. I think, I hope. And someone says, actually, he died in Injustice 2. It's like, do you not know DC at all? Do you not know what a multiverse is at all? Do you not watch Marvel, DC, any kind of media? Like, this is a multiverse. So he died. That honestly doesn't matter at all. All of this to go and say that honestly for Justice 3, the story-wise, the gameplay-wise, the characters, anything is game. Anything can happen. We're gonna get any character, whether they're dead or not even on screen or don't even exist in Injustice 1 and 2, doesn't matter. We're gonna get any character. We're gonna get any story. We're gonna get all kinds of maps and moves and what. Like we might get like crossover versions of characters. We might get like Blackest Night Batman. You see, we might get the Batman Who Laughs. You see what I'm saying? Like, we have crossover worlds. We might even get those characters. We have no idea. I'm honestly excited and looking forward to the mystery of what Injustice 3 holds via the characters and the story. Like, I hope that it's all brand new, because honestly, again, multiverse, nothing matters. Though I don't like the trope, I'm gonna try my best to be an optimist and be excited about that idea, because now we can get anything. So with that being said, my dudes, let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think is gonna happen for Injustice 3 story-wise, gameplay-wise, character-wise? Who do you hope returns and who do you hope not returns? Let me know down below. Subscribe here for more Injustice 3 and superhero content. You guys have a great night. Be safe out there. Take it one step at a time, and I will see you in the next video and or stream.